Okay, y'all. I damn had to leave the house just to get this video done. But no, seriously, I had things to do anyway. So, we're going to listen to Velvet talk about her concerns with Nature Boy, Malia leaving, and everyone else's concerns. Is she going back? Because typically when someone leaves, especially a woman, Velvet goes back. I'm not saying that's what she's doing, but we're going to listen. And for those who don't like commentary, just want to listen to her, PSA, you can leave now if you want to. Her page is called Abundance in Return. Yeah. But let's get into it.
Peace and abundance to everybody. Let me see if I could turn the brightness up.
Baby,
are we coming in clear?
now.
Are we coming in clear? I have some thoughts, and I want to talk about them out loud because I'm starting to feel like trapped in my own mind,
That is not my phone, by the way.
a little bit. Like, just certain things I feel them, and sometimes I feel like I can't express how I truly feel because of people's opinions and how people are going to feel about what I feel when it's my life. And I'm talking to you guys about it because you guys, this whole situation, you guys supported me. And everybody has always wanted to see the best for me.
Yep.
When it came to the situation with me and Elio.
No, for you and Ellie, not
Everybody
for you
wanted
and
to see
Elio.
me do well. And one of the biggest problems with accepting you guys' support being in a relationship with Nature Boy was the fact that he always says, like, you are my lower self. And don't get me wrong, like, I understand how everybody on the face of this earth do low vibrational shit. Like, we all do low vibrational shit. So it's not a matter of your lower self versus your higher self, because people are on their own journeys. People are elevating to their higher selves, meaning elevating their consciousness, evolving spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And they still in a world that do fucked up shit. Where else can we go? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody creates their own world, creates their own heaven, and Nature Boy created his own heaven. That don't mean that everybody who don't live with you is in their lower self or doing some lower self shit. Like, people are literally healing on an everyday basis. So that was one of the main reasons why I couldn't have a relationship with people who love me, people who care about me, people who wanted the best for me. I couldn't have a relationship with my dad. I couldn't have a relationship with my sisters, with my mom.
Well, Velvet, that was not because of any lower vibrational shit. That was out of control. Just simply to separate you from anyone else that loves you and cares and wants the best for you. That's what he does with all of them. That's why he has them call them their Babylon family, to put separation between them and the ones that truly love them. All that's about is simply control.
Because of the ideology of them being in my lower self and them not actually caring about who I authentically am. That has nothing to do with me. The only thing that is my duty is to stay connected to my family, to the people who care about me, to help them elevate consciously. That's my job. That's my job. I can't not have a relationship with somebody who have information for. So I started feeling like he wanted to control me so much to the point where I only could be him, do him, live him, like that's it. And that's not no way to live, because I was not expressing myself. It was always about what he wanted to do, how he wanted to do it. And I'm making this live right now because I'm really fucking touched about being in a relationship with him and him blasting all of our business online for everybody to see. Everybody seeing how he treated me, and he double backs and apologizes to me. I'm talking about literally apologizes to me, but then curse me out in the next moment and tell me that I'm weak and tell me that I'm folding under pressure and all of this extra shit, which this is experience. He's done this to me every single time. Every single time I left and came back to him, it was always how weak I am, how weak I am under pressure, and I can't take this and that and all of it. I'm built for it. I'm built for the pressure. Most of the shit that I went through with him, no woman could ever withstand that pain. They can't withstand.
She almost says that, wears that like it's a badge of honor. Velvet, what you went through isn't something that, it's unnecessary. It wasn't something, I don't even know how to say this, but it did. I know that she wants to believe that she's that ride or die chick, but here's the thing. You don't have to die being in love. And that's all that was happening with you, with him, being with him, with anyone around him. He crushes your soul, and people die around him. So the way she says that kind of just throws me off. Like she's built for it. Built for what? Abuse? Torture?
Stand that? People really be mentally fucked up out here because of the shit that they go through that is not even to the pedigree of what I went through with Nature Boy online. So when it comes to the relationship, the dynamic that we had, everybody don't really truly understand what we had, because he was always the forefront of our relationship. And I was like his puppet, doing whatever he wanted me to do, saying whatever he, like just doing whatever he wanted me to do. The only difference between me and other women that I've seen that was with him was that the things he teach when it comes to the 5 sciences, according to his curriculum and according to what he teaches humanity and what the message that he wants to bring to humanity, I'm not gonna flex. I fuck with the 5 sciences. You know why
Okay, that's fine, Velvet. Fuck with the 5 sciences. They're not even his. So there's always that. They don't even belong to the maniac.
With the 5 sciences, because that is actual information that we need to be applying to our lives to elevate ourselves. when it comes to Eligio, he has the information, but it's not used in a proper way. So when I was there, I was trying to tell him how to do it. This is how you use this is how you build a foundation or a nation or a tribe all for the 5 sciences. He didn't want to listen to me. He didn't want to understand what I knew to have a prosperous lifestyle, to benefit from what it is that he wanted to benefit from. So he failed a lot. And our relationship deteriorated because of it. Like, on some real shit. In the beginning of me and Nature Boy relationship, like,
I'm going to have to say that your all's relationship failed because he didn't honor you. He didn't respect you. He didn't love you. And he was abusive. Physically abusive, Velvet. Mentally and physically. You have told us how bad it was. I don't feel like it has anything to do with him not listening to you on the 5 sciences at all. That's just my humble opinion.
I loved him. Like, I loved him. Like, I literally loved him. Like, I loved everything about him. I loved him so much that none of his flaws mattered. None of it mattered. You know, what he went through in the past mattered. What he did in the past didn't matter. I loved him. And I had a baby with him from that space. Like, from a genuine love space. So, after, time went on, deeper down the line in our relationship, I noticed that he never had respect for me. Like, he never had respect for me as a mind. So he always treated me like a little girl.
He doesn't respect anyone.
It was never like, oh, I'm with my husband or I'm with my wife. It was more so like I'm with a man who sees me as a little girl and treating me like a little girl, but is still trying to call me his empress and trying to call me, the queen of his tribe.
Nature Boy has created a world, like most psychopaths do, that turn into cult leaders. He has created a world where everyone is beneath him. They look up to him. They rely on him. No one, and I do mean no one, not even his wife with his child, is his equal. He does not look at anyone as his equal. Everyone's dumber than him. Everyone is beneath him. No one can survive without him. And this is the world he has created. So you would have never, ever been his equal. Nobody in his mind.
And the mother of his children, which was very contradictory because in the essence of who I am, I feel like a woman. I know what I want and I know what I don't want, and I speak up for myself. So by him treating me like this, I'm feeling intellectually insulted the entire time throughout our relationship, the entire time. But none of that mattered. None of that mattered because I loved him and I wanted to be with him and I wanted to make it work. And I wanted to have our family together. And I was doing everything. I was doing everything to make sure that I did and took the precautions that I needed to take to say that I tried. I tried. I tried.
And I'm sure you did, Velvet. I'm sure you did. But nothing you would have done to the perfection you could have done it would have made any difference. Because you can't make sense out of nonsense. His mind is not like yours or others. We're dealing with someone with a very sick mind. You could have crossed every T, dotted every I, got rid of his, whatever his skin problem is. She used to pamper him all the time. But anyway, nothing you could have done would have made a difference because he would always found something wrong. That's what he does. He's a maniac.
To make it work. My daughter, our daughter, me and Nature Boy's daughter, literally is in a situation because her dad didn't want to compromise with her mother. Every time I've left and came back, it was always this. It was always first of all, this is what always happens, because the dynamic now is like, it's a whole, the energy, you can feel the energy. Are you going back? Are you not? Da 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 da. Malia left, this, that. I'm getting all type of messages and shit. Everybody, we not stupid. So every time I come back, somebody winds up leaving. Somebody winds up leaving carbonation, and I wind up coming in. Or there's a situation where some shit about to pop off, and I go back to carbonation, and then I'm
Translation. And she's right. This happened every damn time. Every time she leaves, somebody leaves. Typically one of the women that he had around for a wife. Or they would go to he would go to jail, go to another state, go to another country. Something would pop off. She would have to go down there and fix it. Or go back, and now that the other woman is gone, she would go back thinking, oh, well, he's going to be monogamous again. And he's not, because when one leaves, there's 80 waiting to come there and be with him in the tropics and love theirself. There's so many people that believe that this man is what he says he is. I know, sounds crazy to us, but unfortunately, there are a lot of young girls and boys that think that he really is the Messiah. So yeah, this happens every time. And she goes in and she wants to be the hero and thinks that that is going to make him just respect and adore and love her even more. And it never, might for a few days, but it never stays that way.
Going through the situation with him. So Malia left. Now it's a situation where he's lonely because he don't want to be with none of those women. He don't like none of those women, and this has nothing to do with those women. I'm not talking bad about them. I'm not talking down about them. They are beautiful women. They are beautiful people. I do apologize to them for saying some of the stuff that I said about them out of hurt, because they are beautiful women and they don't deserve to be treated ill either. And this was my whole intention in the first place, from not allowing Nature Boy to sleep with them women. That's why I fought so much, because I didn't want them to get hurt. So
now, Velvet, I'm calling bullshit. That ain't, now, Velvet, tell the truth and shame the devil. You didn't want them anywhere near him because you loved him and you were jealous, and that's perfectly fine and normal. But don't try to convince us because you tried to protect him. Now, come on, Velvet.
When all of the women left and started being away from him, now he's lonely. He misses me. I'm the greatest woman he ever been with.
Huh?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of beautiful women out here, but I'm a beautiful ass woman. So of course he's gonna miss me. And now
humbleness. Oh, how it never hurt anyone. Velvet, you are a beautiful girl, but he has had, Maisha is beautiful, Pocahontas, Yaya. I'm sure there's a million women in the past. He's had beautiful, and he's had children with them. It doesn't make a damn. That, Let's continue.
It's like, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Whatever you need me to do, I'm gonna do it so that we could be together. Da 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 da. And every time I left and went back to carbonation, it was off the strength of his word that he wasn't gonna fuck over me no more.
No, his word.
It was off of the strength of his word that he wasn't gonna treat me the way that he was treating me no more. He was gonna be a family with me and Eliana. I went back off of the strength of those words. And every time I went back, he let me down. Every time I went back, he let me down. And I was hurt from that, because I didn't never do you nothing. I never did you nothing. Only thing I ever tried to do was help you, be there for you, protect you. And you got me out here looking stupid as fuck. And you don't even care about it. You could say all the apologies you want.
Again, Velvet, you're trying to make sense out of I get venting, but if you're ever trying to like really understand why he does what he does, you won't. Your mind, hopefully, is not like his. He is a sick individual. He will never change. The man is 40-something. I know he keeps lying and saying he's 38 times around the sun, 38 times. But the man, listen, he ain't changing, Velvet. Nothing. Children haven't changed him. Women haven't changed him. Nothing has changed or humbled him at all, and it never will.
But once them actions start rolling in, there is nothing else that you could really say to make up for what you just did. Like, you literally put me online like I'm a hoe, knowing that I'm not a hoe. How I'm a hoe when I've been with you for 3 years? 3 whole years, had a baby with you. The only other people that I was with was the people that I was with outside of the relationship, from leaving you to get what I deserve. You understand? So that alone is like, you literally did like he literally did so much that has like literally burned all of the trust within me. Like, I literally do not trust him. Like, and I'm not gonna lie.
And you shouldn't. And you shouldn't. Thank God you don't. God, Velvet, just... we're going to keep going.
Like, a part of me, because I have his child, I care about him. I do. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't. And I'm not going to flex in front of y'all like and lie about that. Or keep that hidden, because that's a part of my journey. I have a child with this man. I care about him.
Velvet, as a woman, I can understand that. A lot of women can. We've had children with men that were not for us, but because we have their child, you do have a certain bond with them. But as you evolve and grow, that will change, I promise you, if you just give it time. And the fact that you have a child with him, well, you'll understand that just doesn't make a difference in who he's going to be as a person. He's not going to be the husband or the father that you want him to be to baby Eliana. He's got 4 other children, or 3. Just look at that. That alone should be example enough of this demon isn't going to change. For no one, for no woman, for no child. I'm sure you talked to Maisha. I know Maisha is a good person. And she could probably help you understand this a little better.
But I don't trust him. I don't want him around me. I don't want him around Eliana if I don't trust him. And it's sad. It's sad because whether me and him was to talk privately about this or not, it still would be put out in the open, because you know what we would do. Because if we ever was to be together again.
I get now why they say to victims of abuse or people that have left cults to stay offline, because you're more accessible to your abuser. She's heard the things that he has said. And if you're not in a strong enough place mentally, that can wear you down and weaken you to where you might start having second thoughts of, well, he can change. He loves me. I have his child. So I get the whole... it might not seem fair. She has to stay offline because of him. But I get why they do tell people leaving abusive situations to stay offline. I get it now.
No, baby, I don't have no milk. Well, I'll give you a little. If we ever had been together again, we would be on live. Me and him would make a live video and talk about how we're back together, and we would talk about how, he's sorry, and how this, and how he's not gonna treat me like that no more. And we would make a live. Like, if I was to go back, that's...
Oh, God, don't I know and remember. I'm not going to be polygamist anymore. I'm going to be monogamous. She's all that I need. Her and my daughter. That's it. Y'all throw some hearts in the room. Velvet. Yeah, my Mars was in the 5th house. And my debilitations. And I was in my lower self. All that stuff that cringes us out to the max. We know. Oh, God, do we know and do we remember? That's exactly what would happen. You're right, Velvet.
What we would be doing. So, me being on live right now, talking about it makes no difference. Period. Like, whatever. Eliana just ate. She just ate. And you guys are emotionally invested in my life anyway. Like, so what difference does it make? Like, I'm not gonna sit in a room, like, just sit in a 4-wall room by myself and not say shit and not talk about, it's the same. And it's like, one time somebody told me, actually my mama told me that, she was like, you got a leopard, and the leopard has spots, but once the motherfucking person who the leopard trying to come get realizes the spots and where the spots are. Well, I don't know if that's the case. No, I'm saying it wrong, but either way.
It cracked me up. She literally had to be like, I don't know how this damn story goes. I think it's the one about the leopard doesn't change its spots, the zebra don't change its, yeah. I think that's it, Velvet.
He doing the same thing, and it's just a cycle. Like, it's just a cycle, and I don't trust him enough to, put my life in his hands and allow him to just have me as vulnerable as he can. Like, a leopard doesn't change its spots. Mm-hmm. It just only changes the way that it moves. That's what it is.
That moves the same.
And, I want to believe in him. Like, I want to believe in him for the sake of my family, for the sake of my child, and for the sake of what we decided to do. Like, we literally, me and him, well, him before me, but when we got together, we decided that we were going to be examples to humanity of some of the things that we need to change about ourselves, to psychologically heal ourselves as a people, to be able to create better societies and better children. This is what we agreed to do. So when I...
Says every cult leader, that's like their sales pitch to people to come join their cult. We're going to change humanity. But that's not really what they want. They just want people under them to abuse.
Say that I want to believe in him, I mean that I want to believe in him in the aspect of, I wish we could have continued to live out our purpose. I want to believe in him to become a better man for the sake of his daughter, so he could be in his daughter's life. You understand? So, and that's okay. That's okay for me to want to believe.
I understand. I honestly do. But it's just a dream. I promise you, it will never happen.
I don't care about I don't care about how evil somebody is.
What?
I don't care about how fucked up somebody is, or how much fucked up shit that they did. Everybody is doing fucked up shit.
No.
Like
No. You better care how fucked up someone is, especially when you have a child. And that child is with you when you're around them. Girl, you better care. Now, I get kind of what you're saying, that people do fucked up shit and they deserve a second chance. But this mofo doesn't. That's like saying everybody's got a little, anybody's capable of killing. True. But they don't go out here and turn into a damn serial killer. Okay? It's... Y'all help me out here. It's not like Ted Bundy deserved a second chance, okay? You let him out, he's going to kill again. So, yeah, Velvet, you better care.
We can't throw stones at each other and oppress each other and drag.
Okay, then don't throw stones. But don't go around them. Don't be around them. Keep your ass away from them. If you don't want to throw stones or judge or whatever, then just keep your ass away from them. How about that?
Each other to the ends of the hell that we think that person is supposed to be in. No. Like, we always, under any circumstance, should want the best for somebody in our life, even if they hurt us. Even if they hurt us. Because their hurt what they did to hurt us has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with how their mind is processing information, how they're going about living their life, and the decisions that...
But, Velvet, if you're at the other end of that abuse, then it does have everything to do with you. Because now, guess what? They're putting their pain and they're inflicting it upon you, which is then going to fuck you up. So, yeah, it matters.
They choose to make, that has nothing to do with me. You see what I'm saying? I'm not defending all of the fuck shit that he's done to me. He's fucked over me. He's fucked over me. I'm not defending that shit. If I was defending it, I would be with him right now. Talk about something. He's not a bad person. He's this, he's that. Like, no. Like, that shit wasn't right. Why you think I'm on live talking about it? Because it wasn't right. But what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, he need to fucking die. He need to... That's not my place. Revenge is not mine.
No.
Like, revenge is not mine. Like, I don't wish no ill intent on...
Agreed. Revenge is not yours. It really isn't. But minding your business and keeping yourself safe and your child safe, that is.
Nobody, and that's what we have to stop doing as a people. We have to stop looking at each other and wanting to kill each other because of some fucked up, like, that has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with how fucked up that person's mind is. And we should be wanting to help each other. Period. We could tell each other how fucked up it is that we are all we want. We could sit there and let him know how fucked up it is that he is. You know what I'm saying? But then we could also, as a blessed soul, as an abundant soul, as a supreme being, double back and give him the benefit of the doubt and say, I believe in you. I would wish that you would do well. That don't mean that you have to conform to his life. That don't mean that you have to conform to what he's saying. That don't mean that you have to be in his life. That don't mean that you have to be with him. That just means that you wish that he become a better person. What's hard about that? What's sad about that?
thing. I'm going to pause this until baby Ellie calms down because YouTube's rules are very strict with the children. So we'll be right back. Oh, her little voice.
Mommy. Go get the water, baby. Water. Go get it. Where's the water? Go get the water. You know, I wish he would have never did most of the stuff that he did in our relationship because we could still be together. In the beginning, I wanted him to have a relationship with my dad just so my dad could know the man that I'm like. That's common sense, you know. But he couldn't have a relationship. He could never, you know. Like it's not my place to judge somebody off for the lifestyle that they want to live. The only thing that I could do is, you know, give somebody the knowledge that I have by being a part of their life and being an inspiration to change their ways, because you know they're stuck in their normal. We could always distinguish lower self from higher self behaviors, but I believe that everybody is in your with how somebody else want to live their life, because at the end of the day, there's people that support us, there's people that love us, there's people that want to be in our lives. And on top of that, if you want to be a public figure and somebody of, you know, who's very knowledgeable, you have to have relationships with people. You have to have relationships with people in order to heal them. You know, you cannot not have a relationship with somebody and think that you could just heal them. Like, that don't work like that. You can't ostracize yourself from reality. From reality.
See, I disagree. I think it is imperative that we surround ourselves with good people, with people that mean us well. It's like that old saying, you lay with dogs, you get fleas. You play in shit long enough and you're going to start smelling like it. So I'm disagreeing with that. I'm not saying be a stuck-up snob, but careful of the company that you keep.
Thinking that, you know, thinking that you're going to be, like, completely be of service. You're not going to truly be of service if you don't have relationships with the people that you're trying to heal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't have to have a relationship with everybody, but I believe that everybody is. Ellie, I'm getting you some water. Calm down. I believe that everybody is assigned souls, and we all have certain relationships that we're supposed to be in, and there are certain people that all of us are connected to, and we shouldn't abandon those relationships. We shouldn't abandon those relationships because...
Well, girl, you better abandon that one. Because all he'll do is drag you back into the pits of hell with him, and every time you go back, it will be worse. You're getting to the very dangerous part of that relationship, and you better be careful. Abandon shit.
That's a part of our spiritual growth. So when it came to, come on, baby, she wants some water. When it comes to the dynamic or the relationship that Eligio and I have, you know, like, I wanted to have him to have a relationship with my family. That's my family. They care about me. They love me. But at the end of the day, if
he don't want that. He doesn't have a relationship with his own. He doesn't want you all having a relationship with yours. He separates mothers from their children. He separates fathers from their children. He puts couples in isolation. He makes you all denounce your family, call them your Babylon family. So that's never going to happen. He only wants you all to look to him as the only thing that matters. So him having relationships with people outside of his cult, never going to happen.
He's not going to do what it takes to understand my life and understand me and and
Don't
respect
care.
me as an individual, as a person, as a mind, as a soul, and be a part of the relationships that I need him to be a part of the relationships, you know what I'm saying, then I can't never be with him.
Well, then
I can
forget
never
it.
be with him because I'm not going to push the people away from me that care about me, who I'm supposed to be in their life anyway. I'm not going to keep doing that to them. That shit not right.
No, it ain't.
I done hurted so many other people that care about me, and you know what I'm saying, I didn't intentionally do it, but because I was dealing with him, I hurt them. And I honestly, like, on some real honest to God shit, like, I feel like he doesn't really have a solid family, so he doesn't have real attachments to anything. So he's like, yeah, just leave your kids, leave everything. And it's like, you have to have a balance. Like, you have to have a medium. I understand letting go of what no longer serves you away, renouncing certain things to be able to vibrate to a higher frequency. I get that, no doubt. But
Yeah, get that too. Cigarettes, alcohol, fatty foods, whatever. Your children, on the other hand, hell no.
completely relinquish, like, certain things that you need on your journey, that's absurd and insidious. Because they have people out here who need to be connected to the person who they feel like is helping inspire them. So it's like, if you're not gonna have a relationship with the people that I need you to have a relationship with, then why are we together? Because I'm not gonna be able to authentically be myself at all.
Ever.
And I personally feel like he's so stuck in his own way of thinking, he's so stuck in his own ideologies and philosophies that he's not coming out of that perspective. That's why he keeps failing, because he's stuck in his own way of thinking. He wants to do everything how he wants to do it, and that's not fair to everybody around him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be stuck in a paradigm, in a mental paradigm, and think that you can coexist with other people. This is why all of the people around him are, so to speak, afraid of him, because he wants all of them to think exactly like him. He wants all of them to be exactly one mind, and I get it, like, there are like-minded people, but everybody is different. Everybody is different.
Yeah, that one mind, one self thing, he takes it literal. Like, when I laugh, you laugh. When I'm mad, you're mad. When I say you eat, you eat. When I say you sleep, you sleep. When I say you pee in a pot, whatever these people do, I don't know. Something about, I think they pee in their hands. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. Then that's what you do. He takes it to that it's not of like-minded people. It's do what I do when I say to do it.
Everybody needs and requires different things. You can't put everybody on one playing field and say, this how we all gonna live, this how we all gonna, like, no.
Well, then don't go
I
back.
don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't.
You shouldn't.
I don't. And I don't need him to be fussing. I don't argue. I don't like arguing. So when I am in a situation where I'm arguing, I'm turning up. Because at the end of the day, I'm right. I'm right. I've been right since day one.
Huh?
So I'm not going to let you just sit up there and try to punk me. No, absolutely not. I'm not going to sit up there and let you just do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do at the expense of my emotions and my self-expression, my well-being.
Okay, well then great. Problem solved. Don't go back. Because he ain't never going to change. I understand you venting, but at any thought of going back or second guessing yourself, you might as well just kill that, because he's never going to change.
Do not. I don't give a fuck where we at, what we doing, who you are, why you. I don't care. Like, no. Anything of love, anything of high vibration, anything of godliness is never gonna make me feel how I felt when I was with him. Period. Like, period. Period. And I'm talking about it because it's a public thing. It ain't nothing behind closed doors. This ain't nothing behind closed doors. Like, this shit is all online. Like, it's just certain things that he did that somebody ever did you something and it's like you almost feel like you can't come back from it.
Because you can't.
That's what it feel like. Like, it feel like he did so much shit that I can't come back from it. Like, I can't shake it. And even if I feel like I love him, even if I feel like I might want to be with him, even if I feel like I want our family together, even if that's how I feel, I still can't shake it. I can't shake all that shit he did. Like, he really, like, then to make it worse, to make it all worse, he got on social media, apologized multiple times, and then double back and then fucked over me again. And it got worse.
Velvet, he has done the most vile, disgusting. He has got on here, put out her pictures of him or her giving him fellatio head. If she wanted, she could get him for revenge porn. Easy. But she won't. He has talked about her private parts in the most disgusting way. I mean, completely dogged her out. And that's just what he's done online. We know what he's done to her physically. 4th of July, beat her to death in front of everyone. And nobody stepped in to stop it. I could go on and on and on. But we all know, we all remember.
Every single time. So the last time I went back and he apologized online and saying he was only gonna be with me and this and this and that and that, this nigga hurt me way worse than the first 3 times I left. So how does he expect me to just all of a sudden be trustworthy of his character when this nigga has literally,
because he's a psycho,
literally killed the trust? Like Nature Boy have beaten me in front of these people that live with him. He has downed me in front of these people that live with him. He has called me weak in front of these people that he live with and expects me to just go there and we all just be on one frequency, one mind. No, that shit don't leave people's head.
Nope.
I don't know if those people have any type of ill intent towards me because they trying to protect him because they fuck with him. What I look like?
I wouldn't doubt it. They are so desperate to prove their love and loyalty to him. Girl, you go back. You might not only be in danger with him because he wants revenge, but them as well. Because they're that gone. They're that brainwashed.
Like putting myself in a position and putting my child in a position where I don't trust the dad. I don't trust her father. But he's around a whole bunch of people who support him. Put myself in that position because guess what? I'm gonna always be out.
Oh my God. I hate this thing.
A whole bunch of people who support him.
My God. Even the baby Eliana is saying, wait, Mom, stop. It's almost like she knows what her mom is saying, and she is saying, stop. We're not going back, Mom. I swear. I think that child knows.
Care about him and you know, take up for him and protect him.
Wait.
And they all looking at me like I'm the enemy. Like, I'm not about to put myself in that position because guess what? I'm going to always be the outcast.
Mommy was good. She's saying, Mommy, listen, we're good. We're with Mama and Papa, Mimi, whatever they call, you know, the grandparents. We're home. We're safe. We're in New Orleans. We're living in a house. We got food. People ain't up all hours of the night. My dad ain't up screaming for 14, 15 hours. Damn. If you're thinking of going back, wait. Tell her, baby Ellie. Tell her.
In order for me and Nature Boy to ever be together, Ellie. In order for me and Nature Boy to ever come into contact again, this nigga gonna have to change his whole dynamic.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
He gonna have to have a relationship with my family. We gonna talk about all this shit. Like if that was a thing. If it was a thing.
Well, it ain't. Could you see your father, Pop Marquez, forgiving this fool for what he has done to his daughter? There ain't no way. There is no way. So that would never happen. You can forget that. Go ahead and hang that up now, Velvet.
You see what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about that. If it was a thing for me and him to be together so that our family could be together, he gonna have to do all the stuff that he didn't want to do in the beginning. And I doubt he would do that. Because of his belief system.
Oh my God, I truly believe that baby Eliana is trying to get through to her right now. Like, hey, seriously, we ain't going back. We're good. Let it go.
You talking to me?
Yes. Listen.
What you need? What you need?
She needs you to understand that she's happy where she's at.
Hey. Hey.
She's got people that genuinely love her. Aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents. You, Velvet. It's where she needs to be.
Yeah, so I just feel some type of way about it because every time I leave him, he never want to be with those women. Every time I leave, he never want to be with them because he's not supposed to be with them. Like I said, I don't have nothing against those women. They are beautiful women. I appreciate their spirits. But at the end of the day, he's not supposed to be with them. So he gets really lonely. And then he starts crying to me and saying, I miss you. I'm sorry. I put you through so much. I wasn't supposed to be with them anyway. You're right. You're this. You're that. Then double backs and call me weak. Then double backs and says that I'm not strong enough to be with him. Then double backs 2 weeks later after I arrived to be back with him, he started doing the same shit that he did over and over. Like,
yeah. And it won't change if you go back now.
I'm not about to keep doing the same thing over and over. Like, something gonna have to shake now. Because I'm not about to just let him just, no, I'm not. No, he got me fucked all the way up if he think I'm about to just be boo-boo the fool. And a clown for love, you're a fool in love. Like, no, absolutely not. And at this point, it's not even that I have love for him. Like, I have love for him, but because of how much he has killed our trust, I'm very indifferent about saying like I want to be with you and I love you. You know, I care about him and shit like that, but I'm very indifferent about certain things, and I hope that he understands. I hope that he understands that, because if he doesn't understand where I'm coming from, he don't give a fuck about me. He don't.
Velvet, he doesn't understand. Again, you're not talking about someone with a normal functioning mind. His mind is sick. It'll stay sick. There is no help. I'm telling you, there is no help, psychological or otherwise, for him. It would take a literal miracle. And, well, I don't see that happening. So, again, I understand that you still have feelings for him. You do have his child, but it is really time. And I can't put a time on someone else's healing. So I'll just leave that alone. But I will say, I would just go ahead and come to terms with the loss of that relationship, because it won't change.
Mean his apology, in which, you know, he said he don't mean none of it. If he don't understand me and feel where I'm coming from, he don't care about me. He don't love me. He don't want to be with me. He just only want to be with me so that he can do what the fuck it is that he want to do.
Here's the thing with Nature Boy, and I know I get so sick of this word because people use it for everything. They get in an argument with someone over a parking spot and they're a narcissist, so I get it. But With Nature Boy, he is truly a narcissistic, I'm going to say sociopath, almost, or sociopathic tendencies. And we know that psychologically those people cannot be helped. So, him having empathy, that's another thing he can't understand. He is mentally not able to put himself in someone else's shoes and see where they're coming from and how they feel. He lacks empathy, sympathy, awareness. Just the basic things that we feel as humans, he doesn't. Because he truly is a narcissist. No, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I don't think you really have to be one to just watch him long enough. And yeah. But he doesn't have the same emotions that we have. He cannot sympathize or empathize with you. And his apologies mean nothing.
Destroy me and say that he's done it. And I'm better than that situation. I'm better than that. I don't want to live like that. I'm a clean person. I'm a very serene person. I'm a peaceful person. And his environment does not reflect that. His environment reflects chaos and drama. And whether, people like to say, well, you, like, the people in Carbonation, they were like, you make live videos and talk about us and da-da-da-da-da. Like,
they do the same?
It's all surfaced on the internet. Like, everything is surfaced on the internet. Your whole life is on the internet. Your pregnancy, your baby is on the internet. What happened to your baby is on the internet. So me making a video and speaking out about how I feel about my husband and at this moment, he's my husband because he's married to me and the father of my child. I have every right. And nobody's going to stop me. And if you feel some type of way, that's on you. That has nothing to do with me. So at the end of the day, like, sometimes I try to figure out, like, I try to ask the universe, like, why was I put into Nature Boy life? Like, why was I put into his life? Like, I'm still trying to figure that out for the life of me. And I'm still trying to figure out, like, why did I have a child by him? Like, these are the questions that I ask myself. And when I deeply think about it, at first, when I first started asking myself these questions, I had came to a conclusion that I was supposed to help make him a better man. Like, I was supposed to help.
I'll stop you right there. He had children before you came along, Velvet. He's had relationships before you came along. That did not change him and turn him into a better man. And at this point, I'm getting tired of hearing my own self-talk. I'm going to end it right here. I'm going to do a live later on today. I've got some things that I really have to tend to. But I think it's just time to do a live and take it from there. But I'm going to end it right here because I'm tired of hearing my own self-talk. Y'all have a beautiful day, and we'll talk later.